Hi, folks. Hi, can you tell I'm sick? I hope not. I hope not. Do you guys like the Starting Soon song? I think I've only used it one other time, I think. One other time. Hi. Hello. I have been so sick for like literally I think it's been a full week now. I have been so sick. It's not COVID as far as I know. Well, so my entire family got sick. My little brother got sick, and then my entire family got sick. And my little brother has tested negative for COVID like multiple times in this period. So technically I haven't taken a COVID test, but also haven't gone anywhere. So like it's not like I've been putting anyone at risk if I do have it, but I'm pretty sure I don't, but I just haven't been sick in 2 years because I wore a mask for the entirety of the pandemic. I wore a mask, you know, like any reasonable human being, and I still wear a mask, but school started again. So, and they are not wearing masks at school anymore. So now I'm ill. Hope you get better, Lumen. It's me, Snowblower. Hi, Snowblower. You changed your name. Now you're a screaming frog. What the heck? But yes, thank you. I do feel better than I did a couple days ago. I've been like, the physical symptoms have been decreasing, except the fatigue has stayed. So like I posted my most recent video and it's not doing very well because I couldn't do any promo because like just managing to get that video made took all of my energy, and I'm moving soon too. So it's just been a lot. It's just been a lot, but I love the Stanley Parable. I played the original and I really liked it. I thought it was really interesting, and so I bought it when it came out, and now a lot of streamers that I like are playing through it, and I want to watch them play through it, but I can't before I've played because I'll get spoilers. So I needed, and I wanted to do it live just so I have like a record of when I do it, and plus like, you know, I have some friends that like to watch and stuff like that too. So for that reason, I have gone live, but I was given strength. I got new merch that got here a couple days ago, and it's very cute. It is giant. I did buy an extra large, which was maybe not the smartest move on my part. It is huge. Whenever I buy like oversized clothes, for some reason, all of the men in my life decide that actually that means it's for them. And they start kind of being like, so you're gonna give that to me, right? Or they're like, wow, that would fit me. And I'm like, I guess it would, but it doesn't matter because it's not yours, it's mine. Like, why would I bought this with, it costs like $80, bro. This is not gonna be yours. I have had men do that to me multiple times over the years, and it is so annoying. I'm like, just because it's big doesn't mean that this is yours now, King. It's not like, I don't know why. Like, I really don't know. Where did they get the audacity from? They have nothing but the audacity. I believe that is the general rule of men as a species. Nothing but the audacity. Rip indeed. All right, I guess we'll take down, well, here, I'm gonna get a cough drop and see, and then we will shut off our 80s remix of Circles by Post Malone and actually start playing the game. I've gotten very into the 80s remixes. Very into the 80s remixes. Thank you for the 6 months, Felix. Thank you. Get well soon, King. Thank you so much. I will do my best. Hi, Ash. Hello. Oh man, you guys got here just in time for me to shut off the 80s remix of Circles by Post Malone we were listening to. And you missed the 80s remix of Numb by Linkin Park. That's our new Starting Soon song. But you are here just in time to watch me play the Stanley Parable and also look at my cute fleece. It's so cozy. We'll be trying to write a paper while I watch. Good luck. Okay, I will not expect continuous engagement from you. Okay. So we will definitely want subtitles on because it makes it so much easier. So much easier. Bye, LMAO. Okay, bye, Felix. Thanks for the money. All right. Have you played the Stanley Parable before? I have. This is very exciting. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. That's terrifying. I hate that. Okay. I would say, I mean, well, that's not visible. I would say that's barely visible for me. I hope it's not too dark for you guys, but don't listen to it. Well, it's not a horror game. It'll be too dim for stream. Okay. That's a little brighter. How is that for the light? I can turn it, I'll just turn it to sort of like halfway, and that should hopefully be bright enough for you guys to see as well. Oh, I'm running over wires everywhere I go. Probably good. Okay. We will forge ahead bravely with this as our darkness setting, lightness, darkness, etc. Please enter the current time. Oh, wait, that what? Oh, why is it going? Okay. 5, for me, it's 5:18. Oh, why are you doing this to me? Okay, there we go. Oh, it's changed to 5:19. Okay. Why does it want the time? That's so exciting. Okay, I think that position for the camera should be good as well. We probably don't need the Discord overlay, actually, because I don't think anyone's gonna be on, so if they do come on, I will turn it. All right. Ooh, there's talking. Okay. And there's computer within a computer within a computer. Let's check if the audio is good. Field of view, mouse sensitivity, camera sensitivity. One-handed walking is on. Okay. Should I turn on the content warnings? I'm gonna turn on the content warnings, okay? Just so that we all know when it happens. I don't think there were that many for the last, like, the first version of this that I played, so that is very interesting. But it's nice they have that option. That's really nice, actually. I'll turn this down now. Pause, space, E for interact, left control for crouch. The opposite of the Minecraft settings I always have a hard time with. All right, let's get started. The end is never. Never the end is.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Oh, I'm glad. Many people aren't.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something
I wonder
that
what
would
it could
forever
be.
change Stanley.
What could possibly have
something
happened?
He would never quite
it sounds
forget.
possibly like,
He
did
had been at his
everyone
desk
maybe
for nearly
disappear?
an hour
Something
when
like
he
that? That's
realized
crazy.
that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
If you, like, in the first one, there was a way where, like, you could just stay in the office, like, forever. I don't remember how. Okay, this... the sensitivity is a bit much here. I like the little clicky noises. Oh, that's a little better, yeah. Let me in. If you're here and you don't like someone screwing around with everything, this is not the stream for you, by the way. We're gonna do it all. F1.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
And then he just, like, dies.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
I'm pretty sure
soon,
it's kind of what happens.
Very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to.
Yeah, this happened
He will be
exactly in the
told what
first
to do.
one, so...
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
That was the end. I think I could just keep doing that. I don't know if it would change if I keep doing that or not. It might be kind of boring to find out though, so... Okay. We went out the door. Let me in? No? Someday one of these doors is gonna let me in. I swear to God.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let me in, please.
Stanley went around touching every
I'm curious
little
about what
thing
they'll have
in the
added.
office,
Me
but
too.
It didn't make a single
I'm
difference,
wondering.
Nor did it advance
I mean,
the
I'm
story
sure we're gonna
in
get
any
to it because,
way.
like, I don't think there were quite so many content warnings on the first one, especially. Like, obviously they've changed stuff. Like, first of all, but it's not letting me jump. Does it normally? Maybe it only lets you jump in certain circumstances. I don't remember. I want to read the paper. Can I have it?
No matter how hard Stanley looked,
Look at the green thing. It says who farted. Can I use the pencil sharpener? Ha, I turned it off. I like work. I just hate my boss. And then this one says mile. No, it probably says smile. To be fair, it probably says smile. Snarky narrator, my beloved. Oh my god, snarky narrator, my beloved. We hate each other. This guy and I have the most beef you have ever seen in your entire life. I fucking hate this dude. Let me out. Let me out. I want to go in this door. I want to go in this door. Can I open it again? Yes, okay, okay. I can open it again. I want to go in. Why did they all have mugs that say who farted? What the hell? I've never seen a mug that says who farted
Stanley
in my entire life.
Literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Yes, maybe. No, I hate him, but I also love him. I love him in theory, but he frustrates me. He is so annoying. Ooh. It says knowing your city. That was hard to see. Awaiting input. Oh, right. That's the thing where it's like, it's kind of pointless, I'm pretty sure. So on some of these, you can get onto them, like if you like kind of wiggle around it. I hate Mondays. Oh, that cup's down. I'm already getting nervous, even though it's not a horror game.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me out. Can I go up? I want to go up. Why are these lights out and those ones aren't? I'm strafing.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's on. Ooh. Thus far, this has been the exact same, okay? I'm pretty sure. I haven't noticed anything different. I am also, of course, taking my sweet time, to be clear.
Yes.
I mean, I guess it looks slightly nicer. I think it's like slightly nicer looking.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in. Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
I want a drink. Give me a drink, narrator.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and
I want a
reflected
drink.
poorly on his overall personality.
Yes, I have a
It's
terrible
possible that
personality.
this is why
Thank you.
everyone left.
Yes, yes, I drove them away. It was me. It was all me. It was all me, all the time. I think they remastered it.
Stanley
Yeah,
sat
they
around
did. It
waiting for
does.
more
Yeah.
dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Can I get on this? No. Why am I so tall? I feel like these chairs should not be this short to me. I'm very tall. Well, okay, in real life, I'm very short. I think that's the issue. Let me out. Or wait, I gotta click on this painting just in case. Okay, click on paint. Ooh. Oh, just kidding. Haha, get wrecked narrator. Nope. Haha, just kidding. I want coffee. Give me the coffee. Just kidding. Nope. Oh, just kidding. Nope. Just kidding. Oh, no, just kidding. No. What? Hey. Okay. We're gonna go. This time we're gonna go. I'm just kidding. I got you, narrator. I have at least 3 problems.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and
I
took
wanna go
the
back.
first open door on his left to get back to business. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, you can kill yourself in this part, I think. Or, no, when you go through around the other side, you can. I am looking it up to peek at what's new. That's fair. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. But I love lying. That's not poggers. Ha! I'm on a box. I'm off a box. Wait, I want to be on the other. I'm on the boxes. Hell yeah. Up.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Should I die?
I'm not
Let's
your
not.
enemy, really, I'm not.
Did you choose to skip
I realize that investing
to
your
the
trust
new
in someone else can
content?
be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you.
I told it that I'd played it
Someone you've been
before.
neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make
But
every decision by yourself.
There was a button that
I'm
said
not asking
skip, but
for
I
me,
thought it was just skipping the
asking for
initial
her.
dialogue.
This is it, Stanley.
So
Your
that
chance
may
to redeem
have been an
yourself,
oops
to
on
put
my
your
part. I
worth
perhaps
aside,
should have skipped
to let
there.
her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Can I skip while partway through? Is that possible? Or do I just have to do the whole bit with my wife again? Then who's not real, to be clear. My unreal wife. Yeah. Let me in. I want to be forklift certified. Please, someone forklift certify me right now.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Fine. You might be able to go back and skip again, I don't know. Yeah, that might be the best thing to do. Wait, oh, I can begin the game again. I don't know if it'll work, though. Oh, no. Fuck. Oh, no. Now I'm just... Shit. Oh wait, maybe if I delete save data, it deletes all the data and resets the game. That's probably the way to do it, and then I can skip to the new shit. Okay. This is terrifying. That's definitely the right way thing to do. Mm-hmm. Because, like, at first I wasn't sure how much I remembered, but it turns out I remember a lot. So... there we go. We're gonna have it, like, right there. Okay, it is now 5:37. Why does it ask the time? That's interesting. Where's that thing? Where's that thing? I'm gonna... Okay. Now I will do the skippy bit. Hopefully. Well, so that skipped the opening narration, as I thought it would. But I don't know that it skipped to the new content. That's the skip that I had seen before. So I don't know if there's another skip, but from what I saw, the option that you've already played may have been that skip. Oh, okay. All right, well, okay, well, that's fine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
maybe we'll
missed
do a
memo.
run where I actually do what he says, then. Like, quickly, rather than slowly, like I normally do. I read a very vague article, but I would assume that this is the new content. It's just similar from the start as the original. Okay, fair.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, fuck it. I can't do it.
This
I
was
can't
not
do it.
the
I have
correct
to go
way to
down.
the
I have to
meeting
go to
room,
the
and
right. I
Stanley
have to
knew
go
it
to the right. I
perfectly well.
can't.
Perhaps
I
he
can't
wanted to
just
stop
do
by
it.
the employee
No,
lounge
I
first,
just can't
just
do
to
it.
admire it.
I thought I could do it, but I can't do
Yes,
it.
truly a room worth admiring.
I can't do
It'd
it,
really
he
be
says.
worth
I
the
just
detour
can't do
after
it.
all. Just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yes. Should we kill ourselves with the first run? It's kind of funny. It's
Look,
a little
Stanley,
funny.
I think
It would be a
perhaps
little
we've gotten
funny.
off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. I'm having fun. We like to have fun here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I don't
Perhaps he
know.
had simply missed a memo.
Wait, I gotta turn the computers off first. They're wasting electricity. They're wasted electricity. Let me input. Thank you.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room.
It's so poggers.
What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
That business is your mom, by the way. Doing your mom. I'm doing your mom.
Stanley
right,
was so
let's go talk
bad
to
at
our
following
wife.
directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Wife.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Wife.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
Wife?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
I really thought I saw something move over in the distance there.
I'm asking for her.
Wife.
This is it, Stanley.
Wife time.
Your chance to redeem yourself.
No.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Wife. Exactly. Yeah, wife time.
That's her, Stanley.
No.
You need to be the one to do this.
No.
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
But I want to do a circle. Circle instead. Circle time. Should we talk to the wife? Wife. I mean, I clicked to interact and it just didn't interact. So I don't really know what is going on. Hello? Honey, I'm home.
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
I can't
Hold on,
move.
Sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
I can't move. I want to go to the other.
All right.
I want to go to the other apartment.
Okay, there we go.
My mistress
All right,
is in
now,
that one.
I want you to come in and tell me all about
My mistress is... No
Gotcha.
way!
Oh, come on.
I knew.
Did you
knew
actually
that.
think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No, I want to go to see my mistress. Narrator, please. She's hot as hell. She's got legs that go on for days and an ass that doesn't quit. Stanley, please let me go see my mistress. Please. Fine, I'll go see my wife. Take my wife. No, really, take her.
This
That's
is
scary.
a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Girl, what?
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him.
Why can't I
and
go
every
in?
button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
He's gonna kill me. This dude gonna kill me. Hi, lady. Hey. She's so tall. My wife is so tall. I'm a small man with a giant wife. And I press button.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
Oh, I like lunch.
He's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Oh, wife. Yeah.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk,
This is such a
Stanley
call
dreamed
out.
of wild expeditions into the unknown.
Giant woman.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that
wife.
none of it would
Hi.
ever happen to him.
Hi, wife. Hi, wife. Hi. Hi.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Really?
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
That's me. I did that. I'm gonna
So
spend
he
time with
went
the
further.
boys.
He imagined that he came to
Me
two
and the
open doors and that he could go through
Yeah.
either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind
the
each door.
illusion of
The mere
choice.
thought
It's the
that his
goddamn
decisions would mean something was
fucking-
almost too wonderful to behold.
The road less traveled by, or the difference is the illusion. Apparently there's an achievement for not playing the game for 10 years. Yeah, it used to be an achievement for not playing the game for 5 years, but with this they upped it. So now it's 10 years. It's like the go outside achievement or whatever. Hazel got that recently. Hazel got it. Fuck the perfectionist. Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is a fuck everyone kind of
As
game.
he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
Completionists, yeah.
destinations.
Fuck
Down one
completionists.
path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many
TM.
directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, those are all other endings that you can get in the game. This ending is really fun. It's like the most meta ending, I feel like. But I wonder if the new things are like endings.
It was such
Or,
a
like, you have to get
wonderful
all the
fantasy.
original
And so in
endings,
his
or
head,
what?
he
Like, I don't
relived
know
it
when you get to
again,
them.
and then again, and again,
Or,
over
like,
and
side
over,
quests.
wishing beyond
I
hope
don't
that
know
it
how it
would never
works.
end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
I just watched
But there
it.
is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well, so the thing is that nothing is gonna happen. You have to push the button. You have to push the button, and that's the issue. No matter what. The only other option is to close the game, and I want to play the fucking
You see?
game.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll
in the
understand that
office.
every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
I think we need another cough drop, folks.
I suppose I
Question,
can't. Not in
nothing.
the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
Please die.
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
I dropped my... Oh. We died. Okay. Well, that was one option. I guess we can...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided
I
to
want
go
the
to the
new
meeting room.
shit.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Electricity.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I know I went to the door on my left.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
first. What are you talking about,
just
narrator?
to admire it.
Narrator,
the lounge
you're
was
crazy.
sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, fine.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
We're going down, down, and early around.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Can I go in this door? Can I? No?
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking?
Oh, circle.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Circle.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes.
Okay.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, this is so scary. Oh my god, that's so scary. Can I get in? I want to get in that truck so goddamn bad. Wait, can I get on top of this? Okay, well, I'm just gonna glitch, but... Can you guys even see this? I hope so. Oh, I forgot. It's this room.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All of his co-workers were gone.
No, shut up.
What could it mean?
Shut up.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Where's
missed
the
a memo.
new stuff? I'm sure it's around here somewhere.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh.
The other problem is I'm doing this exactly the same way I did the first time, which was every option that's not listening to him,
when we were
and
back
then
in that
every
room with all the
option that
monitors?
is listening
Did you
to him
move
after
the story somewhere, or hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago.
I think we might have to follow the yellow line
somewhere.
now.
Okay, then.
This
It's
cough
an
drop is
adventure.
gross.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Okay. Is it down here? I don't remember this. Maybe this is new? Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
No.
It's got to be better than this.
No.
Okay, let's give it a shot. Why
I want to
not?
see more sign. No.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I
Perhaps he
want to
had
go
simply
through more
missed a memo.
doors. Luckily, there's more doors to go through. There's an achievement for knocking on one of the doors a lot of times, but I don't know which one. So I'm not gonna get it.
Yep,
Oh, there's no door.
I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction?
No doors.
And see if we missed anything.
Fine. Ooh.
Aha! I knew we'd miss something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I don't remember this, but that doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't mean it's new. I think it just means I don't remember it. There was definitely something like this. No, okay, I do remember this. Never mind. This is not new. This is not new. I remember this. This is where the story kind of breaks down a bit.
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
I really like this part.
Is this the story? I don't think so.
There will literally be a new content door,
but I believe
apparently.
my story took place in an office building.
Interesting.
Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
I win!
Congratulations! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job.
Thank you.
Oh, no.
No, I won. I won.
Right
No takes
all.
backsies.
We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win.
Well,
Some
yeah,
people
but like,
win fair and square,
there wasn't
and this
anything
was
to
not
work
one of
in.
those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I
like
don't
this
care what
room.
might happen this time. I have to restart.
I like the room. Have you gone left at all yet? No, I went right all the times, and then it didn't let me go left that time. Like, it was doing the whole, it did that whole bit. That whole thing, I didn't really get a choice on that part, so.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help
Look, it's
of
the
the
yellow
Stanley
line
Parable
thing. I don't think
Adventure
this
Line.
whole
Just
little
follow the
bit,
line.
I don't think this
How
is
simple
done
is
yet.
that?
I think I have to do this whole yellow line part first. I mean, I guess I don't have to, technically. Well, I think it's gonna come upon me.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
I think I have to do this. It looks like you have to get one right ending and one left ending to unlock the new content door if you've played before. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Well, I want the new yellow. Yeah, no, I kind of have to follow the yellow line, otherwise it get grumpy. I gotta turn the computers off first, otherwise, problem. Can I turn this computer off? They were playing solitaire. It won't let me turn it off. That's really sad.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is, in fact, a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct?
That's poggers.
Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
No, you're like,
well, I'd like to
so
apologize.
true and right.
Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what?
This
I think
literally
what we
looks like a
need
crime
right
scene.
now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Okay. This sounds like the music Rambo plays during horror games. Money laundering.
Go back and look at that fern.
It's loud. I'm sorry.
Stanley, this fern will be very important
get on it.
later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
There's some grass. Twerk, twerk, twerk. Okay.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell? Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Restart. Okay, how many? I think it's like 80 times. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, wait, I need to move this so I can see the thing when it happens. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 40. 50. 60. 70? Maybe? Maybe it's more than 80. I don't know how many times you need to knock on it. I don't think I've gotten any achievements thus far for this game, actually, so maybe I'm just not seeing them either. Who's to say? I might not have Steam open. Although I don't know if it's one of the games where it like opens Steam automatically when it opens the game. Or it's more than 80. Either way. Who's to say? Okay. That was fun.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly
Achievement should have
doable.
popped up for
Why
other
don't we
things as well.
simply
Games
start
probably close.
wandering
Okay,
in-
fair.
I don't know.
Yeah.
How about this direction?
Oh wait, no, that's the office. What happened? Oh, there it is. Oop.
Now, yes, this is exciting.
It is?
Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay, I won't acknowledge the line that I can clearly see going up. I want to go up there. Narrator. I want to go up. I want to go up.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with that counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
I love the confusion ending. It's so cool. I think last time I found the confusion ending kind of early in the game. I mean, I guess this is still kind of early, but...
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all
I think it, like, follows it, actually, for, like,
So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what?
I don't think those ones ever happen.
Well, what if I don't want to forget?
I mean...
My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
It doesn't exactly follow the confusion ending, though.
Who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
Whoa!
Does that mean... did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
No.
The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey. Though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Life is a highway.
So I hope that's where we are right now.
And I'm gonna ride it.
Eventually.
All night long.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
How? I didn't like that noise. Jeez. Okay, let's try to do a leftward ending now.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, look. Did that count as, I guess that counted as a leftward ending. We got the We got the new content door. We got the new... Oh my god, I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay. We're gonna...
Oh, new content?
Yeah.
What does that mean, new content?
I guess we'll find out. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Ooh. Holy cow. It's really dark. I hope you guys can see it.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
This is so scary.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure
so
it's just the
excited.
beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
Oh, that doesn't sound very good.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it. I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if, Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
It's as if it's almost more like, I don't know, like a continuation of the original game, which was marked, in fact, often by tedium. Thought-provoking tedium, but tedium nonetheless, narrator. New content. Jump. Can I jump?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
You can only jump in the circle.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Okay, I get to use like 2 more jump. I want to save some of them for later, just in case they come in handy. I'm so thrilled with this. I can jump. Look, I'm lifting off the ground. Oh, that's so epic.
Goodness, another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting
but I love
new
elevators
content? If this
and
is
jumping.
new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new
Narrator,
content
you
right
don't
there.
understand.
Hell, I could
Every
count
time
to
I say
30
narrator,
trillion.
I feel
You
like
could
I'm
put that on
saying,
the
like,
box.
the
Stanley
equivalent of
Parable
YN.
Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Okay, it's more employee lounge and workspacey bit.
That's
Thank
it?
you for
Oh,
enjoying
you've got to
the
be
new
kidding me. You see,
content.
Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush
So
a cheap
true,
expansion
King.
to market
That's
for
so
no
true.
reason
Oh my
other than
God.
to make
No,
an
like,
easy dollar.
yeah,
And
like,
don't get
tell
me
me about
started on the
it.
level
Like,
of craftsmanship that's gone into it.
oh my
In fact,
God,
I'm
no,
looking
like,
right now at the game's achievements, and it's
that's
hard to
so-
believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance
like,
department signed off on
please.
this?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, no,
infuriated
like,
and
you're
I'm offended, and
so
I
right.
intend to find these people on Twitter and hold
You're
them
so
personally
right.
accountable.
Not ours.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much
So
anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid.
So
it could
true.
never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll
No.
try to get back to what the
No.
Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together
Do I still
like
have to do a
always.
left
What do
ending?
you say, friend?
Do I still have to do a left ending to... I bet I still have to do a left ending to get the real content. No. No, I don't. No, I don't. No, wait, it's different. It's... Okay, okay. Where am I?
Psst. Stanley, come
Hello?
over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Oh my... Coffee nut. I do think there is another thing if you do a left ending, so I'd try it if you can. Okay, okay. I honest to God thought I was just jumping to my death again. Hi Alex, what's up?
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just
Wow.
our little secret. Take a look.
This is so exciting. Okay. I'm looking. I am looking. Oh my God. It's like a cathedral with a copier in it. Holy. Oh my, what?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the
That's
peak
like-
experiences of my life whenever I want.
actually sick.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out. Dark Souls vibes, does it? Oh, the inside bit you probably meant. Yeah, that's fair. This part is maybe a little bit less of that. Memory zone. There's a phone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant
This
something.
entire
Oh, the
ironic
waste.
bit is so funny. Like, you can't write a bad review of this game because they've already done it and they'll just be like, L, you didn't get it, L. Oh. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. This is so wild. I'd buy a Stanley Parable, whatever it's called. 2013. Oh, LMAO, it's the time. It's the year that it was released. That's so cool. That's so interesting. $1? Sure, why not? Trip down memory lane, smile because it happened. The disc. The demo. Oh, I thought you could maybe play the demo. That would be very funny. Unachievable. Go outside. Incredible. Oh my god. Nominee, British Academy Awards. Little Stanley! Is that a hamster that died? Is it real? Or was that part of the game? I don't remember. This music is so funny. Oh, I want to sit on the bench. Let me on the bench. This song slaps. Okay, the song slaps. There's a piano. This is terrifying. Is this a shrine?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more
I saw
than
that on
games
Twitter,
end up less
Stephanie
than any
Sterling.
form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds
they
to be
asked her,
every
like, what
game
to-
ever created."
What name to
Did you hear
use?
that,
It was really
Stanley?
cool.
Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk.
Games
now.
or no games?
A lifeless husk with an hour
Games,
of new
unlimited
elevator
games,
content.
but no games. This is really pretty. I like this bit a lot with the, like, the candles and everything. That's so pretty. I also love that they love that review so much. That's so cute. Up or down? Person of the year? Is that me? It's Stanley. I'm the person of the year. Oh man.
Here's another moving passage. This
I
time
wanted to
from
go down. I should have just gone
GameSpot.com.
downstairs.
The
Unlimited
Stanley
games, but
Parable
no
is
games.
both a richly
But no
stimulating
games.
commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone. To spend the rest of time collecting
will
dust
say,
in the
this
hallowed
bit
hall of
is a
beloved
little-
video game memories.
It's a little self-indulgent. But that's fine. I think that's fair. I like this carpet textures thing. I think it's fair for them to, they can be a little self-indulgent.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Whoa.
Oh, no. Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor.
A touch
I
hand, but
haven't
I think
looked
they're
at
allowed.
these in
Yeah, that's
years.
fair.
I can't even imagine
It's a
what's
little-
been collecting down here.
It's
Surely
just,
these reviews
it's
were
cute.
glowing as
It's
well, weren't
cute.
they?
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. I knew this was gonna be. I knew that's what was gonna be down those stairs. This is so funny.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying
Sometimes
to
you
be
gotta lay it
funny.
on thick, that's
I'm trying
fair.
to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even
Okay.
imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
That's so funny. Oh, this is the most open this has ever been. That's so. Oh. Ooh. There's so many.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness.
A little bit.
This is actually quite shocking for me.
That's so funny.
I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
Where do I go?
Dear, what an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks are my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Oh no.
Like I let these people down.
Narrator.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
I think it's pretty good. Let's go boing.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening.
Voice. I think they're
wish there
also
was a
making
skip
fun
button.
of their own fans, LMAO. That's true.
A skip button?
They definitely are.
Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then...
The voice,
then maybe
I love
letting
the
you skip
narrator.
ahead
Yeah.
for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only
Oh
positive
my gosh.
reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
My one criticism of the Stanley Parable is that I think they should allow me to collect stuff. I would like to pick up little mugs and maybe bunches of berries. I would really enjoy that. This is sick. It is sick. It is.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot.
Oh my God,
I'll pop you
it's a
forward
skip
in
button.
time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past
Oh,
it.
look, I have a
It's
little,
what the
like,
players have been asking
thing.
for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no.
Breath of the Wild,
Stanley
Stan,
Parable is a
listen.
game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable
Oh my
monologue.
gosh.
And it goes something like this.
Okay, how does it go?
The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. But the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago?
I know, that's so
which is why
funny.
I say
I just want
the
to see what
story
other
and the
nonsense
choices, or what have
is he
you,
gonna keep
and therefore
saying?
by becoming it is, so on and so forth,
I think
until
it's gonna just
inevitably
repeat at
we
this
all
point,
until
possibly.
the end of time, at which time everything
That's
all
so
one.
funny.
Oh, you're back, you see? You were
Yeah.
only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and
Okay.
lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games.
Fair enough,
of course,
yeah.
I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations.
Oh, darn.
Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination and more of a treatise. Or
Can I
maybe
push
a
it again,
manifesto.
do you think?
Look, I'll outline it for you very... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Wasn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before. How else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some... Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of the... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to
Narrator?
again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person
This
to
is
speak
so
with.
sad.
And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
I think I need to keep pushing the button until something happens, but I just feel bad.
That I needed to know that someone was listening. I
feel
needed there to be a
bad.
vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time.
It's the
I stopped
pathos.
keeping track.
It's
after
hard.
a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but
This is
regret.
awful.
for the
I feel like
longest
I'm
time,
executing
Stanley.
him.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling
want
had
this
begun
part
to
over.
subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire...
You just piss him off so bad he restarts. I mean, I'm assuming... Oh my god, he's dead. I mean, I think I just have to keep pushing the button. Like, obviously, I have to just keep pushing the button until it, like, collapses or something. Like, there's no way out. Hello? Hello? Why is it?
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability, it's the unwillingness.
He was. How many times do I?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
I have to like break time.
Is never the end, is never the.
I hear water. The pipes are leaking. They're really just forcing you to torture the narrator. Yeah, this is awful. The narrator is never recovering from this, by the way. The building will collapse and you can get out. That's, yeah, kind of what I'm thinking. Cool. Awesome. Not horrifying at all. The detriment of the narrator. Clearly. Look, nature is... Holy cow. Wow, that's so pretty. Geological time passing, for real. So scary. I don't know what those noises are, but I don't like them. The button? It took a long damn time for that building to get destroyed, bro. Fallout TV for real. When is it gonna? Concrete, baby.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Okay, so that was the memory zone thing. Oh, try a left ending. Too late, but oh well, we got new content anyway. Plus, there was like the main new content thing.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting
that we
on
didn't
the
get to do
Stanley
anyway.
Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the
And
first
this is the
time
full
ever
new content. Oh,
the
nice.
Stanley Parable
The Stanley
2.
Parable 2. Oh man. This is very exciting. I am actually very excited. I just also need another cough drop. Woo!
Yes, you see, isn't this
The
far
end is
superior
never the
to a
end.
measly
Again,
re-release
I mean-
with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
Have we? Have people been asking for this sequel? At all? I love it. I'm having a great time. I never would have looked
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just
the
so much
original
catchier than
and been
Ultra
like,
Deluxe.
this
don't
really
you
needs a
think?
follow-up.
Ultra
This is
Deluxe?
not
What does it even
a
mean?
complete experience
But the
in and of
Stanley
itself.
Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented.
I mean, I'm sure it was sarcastic,
It
but
screams
also-
progress and innovation
Probably someone
and
was asking
long-term
for a sequel,
franchising
which is very
potential.
funny. This is so funny. The like Max and the like startup vibe. More the Stanley Parable, better the Stanley Parable. Win-win. Paradigm shift, synergy. The color red, leverage. They're back. 2 doors. Kind of weird that the narrator's not talking.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Scrum.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll
That's how
all
I
work
write
itself
videos.
out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
Dark Souls 2. Love the hit on startups. Absolutely. That's my favorite part so far. Divinity Original Sin 2. Batman Arkham Asylum 2. City. Goo? I did not see any goo, but yes. Aladdin 2, yes. I'm gonna go in the dark bit. Bus? Hi, Eva Creativity. Hello. Not much. I'm a little sick, but the game is really interesting, so that's cool. How are you?
Here we are.
Oh.
Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Let's try the new features. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Oh, now that sounds like a new feature.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and
Just
most
right, that's
obvious
so
answer
true.
is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people.
I do.
So with
I
that in
do want
mind,
that.
my first addition to the game is this button, which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Jim. Isn't that... Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the
Jim.
name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as
Ooh,
Jim
RP,
to really
I love
simulate the full
RP.
experience of this feature. Just play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Okay.
I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking
It's
as
still
Jim,
in beta. Yeah.
falling in love and being heartbroken
Oh my God,
as Jim,
I'm Jim
seizing all
from
of
The
the world's
Office.
possibilities as Jim,
I
and as
love
Jim
Pam.
watching your dreams crumble into dust.
Oh,
Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly
Ow.
Jim right now?
I feel so
If
Jim
so,
right now,
then
bro.
Please step forward and press the button.
Okay. All right. I was born as Jim, and I'll die as Jim, and that's just how it is on this bitch of an earth.
Jim.
Oh.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh my God. I don't know if I can. I don't know if I.
Jim.
It hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable
my
2,
God,
it would still be
that's-
worth the money. Let's take
I
a break
can't-
from the Jim
I
button.
can't do it.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. I'm Jim from When Our Flag Means Death. Nice. Okay. Okay, we gotta step away. All right, no more Jim button. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jim button. It's a great feature. It's a great feature.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley
There's a
Parable
secret
2.
door.
That would actually save me the work of
But
finishing
I
this
really want to look at
feature.
the bucket. So we gotta go to the bucket first, okay? And then we're gonna go into the secret doors, okay? Office decorations and infinite hole.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
I mean, I've got
I'm
that
happy
no matter
to say
what,
that after
but
much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
It's the
And to be
bucket.
honest, it's
Oh
a
my
much
God, I'm
more
gonna do a
convenient
sick MLG
solution
with
for
this,
me
dude.
than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes,
Can I have the bucket?
The bucket is the
Give it.
perfect solution.
Give.
Come
Give
on.
bucket. Give.
Try.
Mine.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face
That
of
was a
crushing despair,
terrifying
must already
laugh.
be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of
Wow.
charisma as well?
Narrator.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person. The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
My bucket
All
now.
this and more await you
Mine.
in the Stanley Parable 2.
The fear that entered my heart when I saw the bucket. I have a bucket now. The laugh made it so much. Yeah, that laugh is terrifying. Why did the bucket scare you? Why did the bucket scare you, Eon? I'm gonna use it to do a sick MLG. Just watch. Bucket gives you +3 on every charisma roll. That's true. I'm so much fucking sexier now that I've got this bucket. Maybe I should try that in real life. I'm gonna go on Tinder dates
Does anyone
holding a
give out
bucket.
awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
Okay, well, Minecraft wins
really
first of all,
should be an
but
award
this
if
is
it
a
isn't already.
good second.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Oh, definitely get well someday.
You
for
know,
sure.
sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize
Homestuck? Oh
that
my
you
God,
knew which
Ian.
one you actually really wanted all along.
I don't...
Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
First of all, the narrator's a dick. Second of all, yeah, to be clear, I know nothing about Homestuck, so hop off, you funky little... They're trolls? Trolls. Demon trolls. Cannot begin to explain how funny I would find it if someone brought a bucket on a date. They're very practical, and I think practical can be sexy. They're not, like, super practical, I will say, for, like, a nice restaurant, but very fair. Homestuck has permanently altered the way you process buckets. Well, man, there's nothing I can say to comfort you except that you made the choice to click on that fucking webcomic, and now you gotta live with it and your buckets. L. With love, L. Okay. Also, Kate from the Benedict Society.
Or actually,
I couldn't remember the
maybe
name of
I
the
should have
book,
gone
but
with-
yes.
No.
Yeah, she's
No,
got a bucket
I've made my decision.
everywhere.
We're moving on.
And she keeps shit in it. I do remember, I loved that book. I did not hear what he said, but I couldn't remember the name of it. Her bucket specifically is excellent. It is excellent. It's so useful. It comes in so much handy. If you have to vomit the seafood, I hope that doesn't happen to me, Ash. I hope that is not a situation where I get food poisoning on a date at a nice restaurant. There's too much content. I have so many things to explore. Should we jump somewhere?
You know what, Stanley? I actually think the jump circle was a pretty good idea. I'd like to hang on to that for the sequel.
That's so fun. I love the jumping. Let's get an achievement. Pull the lever, get the achievement.
Now,
This
here's
is-
something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully
As the Boy
broken.
Scouts
I'm
say,
not a wizard,
always be
Stanley,
prepared. That
but
means
I
bucket
guarantee
as well
it
as
will be
everything.
fixed in the
Fair.
sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I
Gamers.
promise it will happen.
This is so fun. I want to drive the car. Let me in, please. I literally can't see anything. Hello, gamers. What's up, gamers? Welcome back to my Minecraft video.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
Can you find them? Let's find out. Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Whoa. Horrifying. He heard your prayers. He literally did. I can't move. No, I can only go forward. Okay, that's why. Number up. Number up. Number went up. Oh,
God, it
man.
really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
There's so many things, dude. Oh, I don't want to go in the exit. I want to go in the secret exit. I saw it. Oh, wait, should we go in Infinite Hole? Let's try Infinite Hole.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium. You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so.
Infinite Hole.
Now then, since
Nice.
you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
What do you want to guess it doesn't work?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep
Are
hole.
we gonna
It
die?
is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity.
The
From
beta
one
isn't
perspective,
infinite.
the
That's very...
is
Oh,
merely
man, we
philosophical
are...
in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You
We found the bottom of the hole. Hey, we didn't
you
die,
found me
though.
out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Yes,
Look,
I am.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually
Very
fascinated
deep
by
hole.
falling.
Okay, yeah,
What
that's also
normal
true.
person actually wants to fall infinitely. I figured the
thought
hole
it'd
was
be
as
fun.
deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
I'm the problem?
Look, things got
This
a little heated there. I
dude,
think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why
Oh,
don't
I
we
didn't
just
say
put
shit,
all this
actually.
behind us
I didn't
and
say shit
agree
about
to just
Jack,
call the
so-
hole mostly infinite.
Unusually
If that works for
fascinating.
you,
I like
then go
falling.
ahead
It's
and press the
fun.
teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready. Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Mostly infinite hole. That's so funny. Okay. Now what? There was like a little secret area. Oh yeah. At least this looks secret to me. Maybe it's not. Epilogue. I guess it's not secret. Oh. That's new.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley?
I guess,
Yes,
yeah, an
yes.
epilogue
We'll
would
go
be
at the end of
fun.
the well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. It's the button that says gym. Oh, merch. We didn't check the merch table. I thought it was a secret door. I'm really sad it wasn't a secret door. Thanks for the follow, Evac merch. Here's the merch section. By the way, maybe I can help you out with your graphics / branding. I'm not really looking for hiring anybody to do art stuff for me right now, but thank you. I'm sure you're great. Okay, office decoration? Did I not see the office decorations bit? I thought I saw the office decorations. Okay, wait, we went over here. Where's the exit? Oh, there's the exit. I think we should go to the exit now. Love the merch table. Gotta take screenshots. Oh, yeah, of course, of course. Exit
All
time.
right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
Yeah. Now let's play the game. There is a game, right? There's a game, right?
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all
That
of the new
wasn't particularly
features? Yes, I know
threatening
it's not exactly clear
door
yet
close,
how
I'm not gonna
exactly these
lie.
features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
I'm not looking to hire anyone right now. So
Okay. Are you ready?
sending
Here
your
it is.
portfolio won't really
I give
do
you
much, dude.
The Stanley Parable 2.
Oh, it's the Stanley Parable too.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of okay. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a hole
Hold on.
and
Let me do a different arrangement.
there's an epilogue
yes,
and there's
this
a
is much better. I feel good about this.
Okay.
Here we go. Version 2.
There's
Who am I kidding,
two
Stanley?
holes this time.
This isn't a coherent
That's kind of
video game at
epic.
all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel
I
that
love
would
that I
capture
still have
all
my
the
bucket.
magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen.
Oh, of
a
course.
title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead.
This is so cute.
Take a look.
Okay. Oh. Wow, it's the same game, but it's all red. Love that. This is actually a really sick title screen. I'm not gonna lie. I'm loving it. The font is slightly different over here. I just realized you can't see it because my face is in the way. But the font is slightly different as well.
This is the story of
Ooh. That's so meta. We love this. Look, it's the balloons.
all of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's my bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
I got my bucket. Everybody, I've got my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Should I do the left ending now and maybe there'll be more stuff? I mean, I don't know if it's gonna do the regular ending anyway. I guess it couldn't hurt to try and do a left ending, but it might not even let me. All right, we'll do our best with a left ending. For the first time in his life, Stanley followed instructions.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever.
So funny.
Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Employee. Oh, Jim! Look, Jim! Jim!
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
No.
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy.
No,
it's
my
as clear
bucket.
as day. This broom closet believes it
Mine.
deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other
No.
cleaning.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the
My
bucket walked
bucket.
upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned
Terrifying.
to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the
We
bucket.
have a bucket, so
Even
it's
now,
fine.
in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds
What's
of
the
confusion
thingy?
and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he
Comfort
didn't
bucket,
notice
that's
the
so
keypad
true.
behind the boss's desk.
No, I did.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
I love my
But
bucket.
Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
Wow.
Was it that the bucket knew all along?
The
Was the
bucket
bucket
knew.
guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried.
They really
I
said you know what
implore you
gamers
to
want.
savor each
Bucket.
and every moment
Yeah,
you
it's
come
true.
across
We
one of
want
these
buckets
beautiful
and collectible
figurines.
figurines. It's getting really dark in my room.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
That's true. Bucket is here for you. Whoa. Don't like that.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
If I go that way, I die. I've done that before. Let's do the regular, like the winning ending or whatever. This is the good boy and girl ending.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Look, I'm on the table. And I'm on the rail. Whoa, can I jump off? Yeah.
But just as Stanley was about to proceed further into the mind control facility, he tripped and fell over the railing and into the dark void below.
Could you always
Thankfully,
do that?
He fell directly onto the bucket, which safely
that must be
cushioned
new.
his
That must
fall.
be new.
Now, what to do next? Stanley wondered. Stanley and the bucket could find no way out of this enormous pit, and so eventually they decided that the best thing to do would be to simply get comfortable down here.
MLG,
So they set up a little couch and relaxed. It really wasn't so bad down here. A bit cold, perhaps. After some time had gone by, they installed a few shelves as well.
Nice.
And a sort of kitchenette that was useful for when the bucket was craving
Am I
news.
in love with the bucket?
But it wasn't until the rugs and the standing lamps came in that it really started to feel like a home.
We're literally,
In fact, after
I and the
some
bucket
time,
are dating
Stanley
at the bottom of
realized
this.
that it had been ages since
What
he
if
had
you were
even
a
thought of
bucket
the
and
mind
I was a
control
me
facility
and
at
we were
all.
in love at the
He'd
bottom of
never
the mind
gotten to
control
fully explore what
facility?
was up there. Never been able to unearth the many mysteries of the mind control facility.
I'm in a
This
QPR with
lack
the
of closure
bucket.
began
Yes.
to eat at him. Soon he was dwelling on his
No,
regrets,
the bucket's
and the
gonna
state
try to
of their
bring me
home
back.
slowly
No.
decayed
Oh,
as Stanley became
I've become
and
withdrawn.
neglected the cleaning. It unsettled the bucket deeply. Stanley wasn't usually like this. The bucket tried to reach out to him again and again, but to no avail. All Stanley could think
I'm
about,
sorry,
all he
Bucket.
could talk about, was going back.
Where did all the
doing it
things
over
come
again,
from? We don't
staying
need to
on the
ask that
path.
question.
It was a mistake to leave the path. It was a mistake. It was a mistake.
This is definitely
I need
a
to do what the
new-
narrator says. I need to see the true ending.
A new
This
ending
made
here.
no sense at all to the bucket, which was simply trying to live its life down here as comfortably as possible. Yet Stanley was unconsolable. This isn't an ending. This is just a hole in the
void.
ground. The bucket
L'appel
sighed.
du void.
True, it wasn't an ending. But it's where we happen to be. And
The, like,
maybe,
French
possibly, if we accept the
thing or
reality of
whatever.
things, maybe this will become an ending event.
I need to get off Tumblr.
It's what the bucket was counting on. The two of them waited for a very long time.
Well, that was interesting. That was an interesting ending, for sure. I don't have my bucket anymore.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
What?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
What? What if you were a bucket and we were in a mind control facility, void limbo, and we kissed? That's true, though.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I've got the bucket. Don't worry, everybody. I got the bucket. Why did it say I'm being followed? That's so terrifying.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Oh. There will be a reward for finding them all. Trust the completionist instinct. Oh my god. Maybe we are the collectibles?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's
Should we try the
office.
escape route? Or why don't we try the regular ending? Charlie Day, red string board. Shit, true. Let's try the good boy ending, okay? Let's try the good boy ending. What was it? 2, 4, 7, 8?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would, and he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Lighting. Now I'm red. I am the bucket, actually? Oh my gosh. This is actually a metaphor for our friendship, because I'm Stanley and you're the bucket. I hate that. That's so scary.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read,
all right, let's do the good boy ending.
Facility.
Do the good boy ending.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
I really am a bucket. You kind of are a bucket.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock. Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs.
Wow, I didn't know that happened from the first game.
I'd never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently.
I could jump down again. I'm not going to.
Everything would be fine.
Why am I cradling the bucket gently? That's so fucking weird. Person.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind.
Ooh, I like the red light.
No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control. Never!
I would never betray you like that.
His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
So dumb. Oh. Wait, can I go somewhere? Oh, this way.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Yeah!
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Oh, good. Oh, good.
When at last they came to the source of the room's power, Stanley and the bucket knew it was their obligation to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yes. Okay. You're a sassy bucket now. That's so true. Okay, so I can hit off. I think this is the good boy ending.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over?
The bucket is killing me. It's just like the same thing. The bucket's there too.
Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away. Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Ooh,
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening? Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty.
this is different.
Until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave.
No! No!
Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket.
Not the bucket.
Stanley can't leave this place, not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms.
This is so
Not while
sad.
this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket. To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to
leave me
himself.
behind,
As
remember
long
me
as I
forever.
have my
But
bucket
it's
with
like-
me, right? I'll be okay, won't I? Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
Wait, it won't let me leave the bucket behind. I just couldn't leave. That's so funny. I think it's like maybe it's like it gives you a different ending
All
whenever
of his
you have the
co-workers
bucket
were
with
gone.
you.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
Let's
chest
do the escape.
and entered the door on his left.
The collectibles are so unhinged.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I think we still die. Devotion. For real.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the
2845.
soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
It is, yes.
Yes.
From chat.
This is
The
certainly
bucket
the
is
most
guiding me
logical
from chat.
explanation.
There wasn't anything over this direction, right, to actually go to? No, there wasn't. I have to go this way. Alright. What if you hit on instead of off? It's like a evil ending, or like you're like turning on the mind, and then I think you have to like, I don't even remember. It's like a different thing with the bucket. We'll try it with the bucket as
Stanley
well.
and the bucket walked straight ahead through the
Let's
large
do
door that
we'll do the
read,
escape route with the
Mind
bucket first.
Control Facility. Although
Usually this just
passageway
kills
had
you.
the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death. The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get
the
back
first
on
time I
track.
did this game, I
At
did this
point,
route
Stanley and the
before
bucket
I
were
did
knowingly
any of the
walking
mind
forward
control ones
into a
because I was
very
like,
painful
screw
death
you,
for each of them.
screw you, I am leaving. I will do anything possible to leave. That's cool. this is neat. Oh, we're still gonna get. I still have my bucket, but we're definitely gonna get
whirred into
smushed.
motion, and
These
Stanley and
violent
the bucket
delights meet
inched
violent
closer to
ends.
their
They sure
demise.
do.
Stanley reflected on
They
how
sure do,
meaningless
and it
the
was a
bucket's
delight.
warmth and
Any time
comfort
spent
had
with my
turned out to
bucket
be.
is truly
To
a
be sure,
delight.
it
So.
puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket. But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Well, you know, fair
This
enough.
is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
All right, bye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Oh, right,
As
this
Stanley and the
thing.
bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
Hi,
In a
lady.
single visceral instant, the bucket's
the
life
museum?
came to an end.
At
as
least
it
we're
was
crushed together.
violently to death.
True.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
Oh my God,
It's
they got
true
her to
that all
talk about the
buckets
bucket
are radiant
too.
in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
That's so
It was
funny.
a glorious bucket to behold.
That's so fair. The museum's all about the bucket. Wait, I don't have my bucket anymore.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Inferno bucket. That's sick. I'm blushing, lady narrator. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the narrator is a big fan. Why? This
No
is so,
man can
this
own
is
a bucket,
such a video
and
game,
certainly
like,
not a
such a
bucket as
gamer thing to
dazzling
do,
to
to be like,
behold as this
this
one.
bucket is
It is
just the
man who
most
should
important
kneel before
bucket
the
you've
bucket.
ever seen. Oh. What?
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will
Oh.
right this terrible wrong.
Okay.
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
What? That was pretty hardcore. That was pretty hardcore. I do not align myself with this rhetoric, with the extremist pro-bucket rhetoric. That's so funny. I am a simple bucket living a simple gay life. That's very fair. I am simply going to go to the bathroom really quickly. Listen to this 80s remix of Believer by Imagine Dragons, okay? I will be right back. Hi folks, I hope you're enjoying the 80s remix of Believer by Imagine Dragons. What are we talking about? Is the bucket there, or did the lady steal them? It better be I will riot if she does. It's probably there. It's probably there. I think it's there. We have also turned some lights on. This one's more similar to the original. This one might be copyright struck. Oh well. Guess we'll find out. It's kind of a jam, so, you know. Alright. Okay. Let's look for the bucket.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
No,
room.
look, folks,
Perhaps
they
he had
have the
simply missed a
bucket.
memo.
We've got the bucket, okay? Should we do the bad boy
Warmth
ending?
spread through Stanley's
With the
arms.
bucket?
With
Bad
the
boy
bucket in
ending
his
with the
arms
bucket?
again, he was home.
That's where you turn the mind control stuff on.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door.
We
on
are
his left.
zooming, folks. We are simply zooming. Evil. Yeah! I'm no longer baby. I want power. And to do it, it's gonna be evil time. My hair keeps getting stuck in this. Unfortunately, I'm attempting to show off some sexy neck, and my hair keeps getting stuck in it because I'm not zipped up all of the way. Evil Stanley bucket partnership. What happens if you go right with the bucket? I'm not sure. Without it, at one point it shows you your wife, who's not real, and you can also die if you want. We can also die with the bucket again if you guys want. We can do that. But I always go right first, Eon, because I hate doing what I'm told. So usually I've done that a few
Stanley
times
and the
already.
bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
All right.
Stepping into his
We're gonna go
manager's
evil
office,
mode now,
Stanley
though.
was once again stunned to
I'm
discover not an
so
indication of
evil
any human
mode.
life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck.
If
Was
you
it
and your
the bucket
partner
knew
don't
all
go
along?
evil mode
Was the
together, then
bucket
like,
guiding
what's
him?
even the point, you
Yes,
know?
this is certainly the most logical
Yeah, the bucket is guiding
explanation.
me straight to hell. Let's hope. Oh man. I'm so sleepy. This illness is really taking me out. It was like clicking the upload
Stanley
button
and
on
the
my
bucket
latest
walked
YouTube
straight
video
ahead through
while
the
like
large door that read,
just clicking the button
Mind
was
Control
tiring. I'm like,
Facility.
I hate this. I hate it here so much. See you in hell, you stupid bucket. True.
The lights rose on an
Literally.
enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Me and this bucket. We're going through it together. Just me and my bucket all the way to hell. Oh, I forgot to press the
The
button.
monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
I would never drop the
Everyone
bucket.
in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like
Can
this,
I kill
and
the
it very
bucket?
nearly burst into tears as Stanley cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be
I
fine.
love the fact that the bucket can cry. I don't know why, but he can. Alright, come on. Only a couple more buttons and then we can do evil crime.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well? Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What
Say it
kinds
ain't
of things
so.
does a bucket want to do
I will
or
not
want
go.
to do in the first place?
Turn the lights off.
These questions raised
Carry me
furiously in
home.
Stanley's feeble mind.
The bucket is a cancer, obviously. Oh, absolutely.
No!
It
He
is a
screamed into the bucket.
crybaby
He
ass
couldn't
bucket.
accept it. His own
Answer
life in
shit.
someone else's
Answer
control.
shit.
Never! He squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
Let's share astrological signs. I'm a Gemini. Ooh, where are we going?
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation.
press the on
Controls
button.
labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content.
Bye, babe.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... But at the last second, the bucket jumped in and pressed the button to turn on the controls.
The bucket
Stanley
is evil.
gasped in horror.
Obviously,
Had this
you're
been
a
the
Libra?
bucket's plan
That's
all
so
along?
poggers.
To take over the machine and claim the power for itself?
Oh my god,
How
the
could the bucket have
bucket
betrayed him like
pressed
this?
the button.
Stanley was prepared to throw the bucket away in
Wow.
disgust when suddenly an image appeared upon the enormous screen. Birds. Silly, silly birds. The control buttons became active again.
What? They are silly. Look at... Wait, look at the born to data tracking them all 410,000 or million whatever live birds. I am trash man. That's like that shirt. That's like born to die. Life is a fuck. 400,000 dead cops. I like that shirt, that meme shirt image. That's so funny. Displaying bird range. Data file awaiting bird but input. Wait, no, something else. I don't know what it's saying. I can't read it. That's so funny. Silly. They're the silliest birds. Look at them. Oh my god, flamingos?
Stanley flipped through one video of silly birds after another, and then it dawned on him. This wasn't a mind control facility at all. It was a facility for monitoring and surveilling silly birds all over the world.
What?
The mind controls were only a facade to disguise its true intentions.
This is new, by the
bucket
way.
men is all
This is
wrong.
new.
Stanley marveled at the metal genius in his hands.
Oh my gosh,
the
is
one
that a
who had
goose?
pointed him towards this incredible discovery. Stanley and the bucket never found freedom because they spent the rest of their lives here in this place, flipping through live streams of the silliest birds imaginable. Of all the possible paths his life could have taken, this one was surely the best. And Stanley was happy.
Herbs. Cassowary. Penguins. We just got to... What? What the fuck?
All
That's
of his
incredible.
co-workers were gone.
All right.
What could it
do we
mean?
want to do the right
Stanley
endings
decided
with the
to go to
bucket,
the
or do we
meeting
want to go
room. Perhaps he had
downstairs
simply
and
missed
the
a
left?
memo.
Because those are
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled.
the other things.
He'd never
Giving
be
up
alone
free will
again,
for
not
bird
truly
live
alone.
streams. That's so
Not with the
me
bucket
on the
around.
Dash Ducks like Twitch page. Is it Dash Ducks? I forget what it's called. Me on the Ducks.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly
Twitch
to his
page.
chest and entered the door on his left.
No free will, just burb. It's burb. All right. Any votes? Any votes on what we want to see next? Downstairs or to the right? Right bucket endings? Okay, let's do right bucket endings.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him,
It's the
telling
correct-
him that the employee lounge
It's the correct
was
way to
simply
your
the
mom's
place to
house,
be.
though. It's the correct
And
way.
here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room?
Hell yeah.
Yes, Stanley
Bucket's
thought to
always
himself.
right.
Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be. No,
Bucket's so
never
smart.
mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else.
Go
the
somewhere
cargo lift,
else.
yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift.
lift. Me setting up the animal cams in the kids section. Ah. Love animals. This bucket, it talks like this, apparently.
Good, said the bucket. Now
That's so
ride the lift
fucking
all the way
weird.
to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
There's something up there
Stanley
I need
did not
you to
question
do.
why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But
Buckets
Stanley
can't
chose not to
talk,
think about
can
this
they?
obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had
Bucket is
spoken
not
to him,
British,
and he
that's so
unthinkingly
fair.
did whatever the bucket asked.
Yeah, me and this bucket, we go way back, mate. Bucket's got a lot to say.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
All right,
Stanley once
mate.
again obeyed blindly.
I gotta do what the bucket says. I think the bucket's real smart. Hello?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the
Fucking
bucket.
Pick up
cockney
the
accent.
phone
He's got
and
a
it will take us
fucking
back home
cockney
where we can go about
accent.
life together.
Bucket wants me to pick up the phone. Alright.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket.
Wait, where the fuck's
Once
my
upon
bucket?
a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he
Where's
was
my
lonely and could
bucket?
use a friend. And
Mate.
then, very distressingly, he began to
Mate,
believe
you
the bucket
stole
could speak to him.
you stole my bucket. Ding. I buzz. Buzz. Oh. The beige pages door. Tea. Hi, bucket. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press U to take me to work with you. Oh, the door's shut. Oh no. It's like, this is just the weirdest. It's just.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Where the fuck? Where'd my bucket go? Wait, what? Take your bucket to work today. Oh, bucket's in the office. Oh, there it is. Okay. I just like, where the hell is it?
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
No.
I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me. Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear
Thanks,
me?
guys.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location
great
to a
bucket,
different location.
okay?
That's it. It doesn't do
It's a good
anything
bucket.
else.
Don't listen to the loud man. Press M for us to go back home. We, dude, like 20 seconds
See,
ago,
he's
we
not
lived our
listening.
entire
He's
lives
still
out
taking
together
orders
at
from
the bottom
bucket.
of a mind control facility.
Once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now
I
all
did
he
not.
cares about is his awful bucket.
Well, I
this
don't,
stupid
but-
hunk of metal.
Hello,
Sad.
Stanley.
I
I'm your
suppose he doesn't
fucking
need me
bucket,
anymore.
mate.
From now on, he's just
You
going
gotta
to cling
listen
to
to
this
what I
bucket, this
said.
cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket.
You will tear this bucket from our cold
Well, I'll
bed.
give it this. The bucket does have a
True.
nice
Yeah,
shine
tell that to
it.
Kate. Yeah, that bucket was so useful. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press Q to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say?
He's falling in love with my
More
bucket.
capable of transporting liquid.
I can tell.
Like it would be better at moving an
I can
amount of
tell.
water from one room to another.
Press Z to
Oh my
relive the
God,
same
what am I
day.
saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket.
It's
Why
not
do I feel
just a
some need to
bucket.
point out the ways in which it's so much
Not
more
to
than
me.
just a regular bucket?
Not to me. Press B to go home to work to home to work to home to work to home to work.
Oh no. I'm having feelings.
I told you he was falling in
bucket.
love with my
No,
bucket.
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the
Oh,
bucket? Hear what
my-
the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
Are we
What's
gonna-
wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had
we
the
about to
bucket,
get in
this
bed
would be
with the
less
bucket?
confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
You in fact can get on the bed. Oh. We're
Stanley,
in a
give me the
codependent
bucket. Give it to
relationship
me.
with the bucket.
Give me the
The
bucket,
bucket is like
Stanley.
the one
I
ring.
need it. Give it to me now.
throuple?
Give it, or I'll...
I love that bucket so much. Oh my god.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and...
The good old bucket. Just Stanley and the bucket. Off on another thrilling adventure together.
The best solution to a love triangle
Stanley
is a
clutched the
threesome.
bucket
That is
tightly to
true.
his chest and entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to
Yeah,
the
we've
meeting
got our
room.
bucket. Don't worry,
But
we've
Stanley
got a
had
fucking
felt the bucket
bucket.
calling to him,
We got a
telling him that
bucket.
the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
Got a bucket.
Stanley took the
So
door
are we
on
gonna
his
take?
left to
Should
go
we
back
do
to
our
the
little
meeting room.
Should we do like a boop? Let's do a little boop.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Good.
I
said
think
the
actually
bucket.
if you jump
Now
off
ride
when
the
it's
lift
not
all the way to the
moving,
top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or
then
how
you
this
can.
bucket was speaking
Oh, you can
to
also
him.
jump down to
It should
here.
have alarmed him, of
Oh,
course, because...
well,
But Stanley
I
feared that
missed,
any
but-
path he walked might lead to the separation of himself and the bucket, his
There
dearest
is
friend.
a way to get down there
So
as
he
well.
threw himself to his death, that
Which
they
I
might
forgot
die
about
in
before.
one another's arms. How deeply touching.
That was fun. The accent is really rude. What? It's closer this time.
Where are we going today? The bucket asked. Stanley just smiled.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
Okay,
was
let's try to
simply
do the
place
thing where
to
you
be.
jump off. I don't totally
And
know where
here
it is.
was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind. The bucket was wrong.
This accent is so rude. It
Stanley
really
took
is
the door
so
on his
rude.
left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the
It's like,
meeting room. Go somewhere else.
it
The
takes
cargo
me
lift,
up.
yes. Go
So
there.
I need to go.
to the cargo
I think,
lift.
How do I get there?
Good.
Said the bucket.
Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley
Wait, it
chose
starts
not
moving
to
over,
think
right?
about this obvious fact.
Yes,
He was
got
firmly
it.
convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Okay. It's like British nagging wife in a sitcom. It kind of is, yeah. Danger everywhere. This is fun. We haven't done this yet.
No, stop. Look there on the wall, you see?
No!
There's a sign right there. It says, no buckets past this point. Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless... What if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket? I suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which, if that's true, well, my goodness.
I think we have to do something
No,
about it.
no.
This misunderstanding could have dire
No.
consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
No.
So much of the impact of the story is dependent
Don't
on your
take my
understanding of what is
bucket.
and isn't a bucket.
No.
Please, step in here for a moment.
No, I want to go. Don't take my bucket.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Okay, is this a
Item
bucket?
1. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
The bucket is your daemon and the narrator is Miss Coulter or whatever. No.
Item 2. Is this a bucket? Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket.
Love the
not an
game show.
actual bucket.
I hate this. I'm getting the right answer, but I want it wrong.
Item 3. Is
It's
this a
definitely
bucket?
gonna, if I say yes, it's gonna be like, you're right, it's a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
I'm gonna be right no matter what. I called it.
Item 4. Is this a bucket? What? Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's
No,
an
it's a
enormous machine that
bucket.
tills the earth. I thought this was
It's
a
a
gimmick.
bucket.
How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely
It's a bucket.
incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
I know what a bucket is.
Is this a bucket?
This is a toughie. I'm gonna have to go with yes.
Correct. This is a bucket. Item 6. Is this a bucket? Trick question. Both. Gotcha. Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
He is on to me. What is wrong with him?
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly
Nothing
know
is
that
a
a bucket
bucket.
is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your
Yeah.
twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket? You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is? Am I a bucket? Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with. I'm afraid the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart. I can't have that. I'm sorry.
No.
But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely. Okay, here we go.
No! 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 Why does everyone want to keep
What
taking my
happened?
bucket?
Is everything gone? Why did
Everything was a
disappear?
bucket.
Wait,
It's because everything was a bucket.
everything a
Everything
bucket?
is a bucket.
Every single
Everything
thing
in the game is a bucket.
Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me.
You are
I'm
a bucket.
not a bucket
Get
after all.
lost.
And you, Stanley, you're still here.
No,
You're
I'm
not a
not.
bucket either.
I'm
Oh,
not.
this is wonderful news. We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now.
I'm
it's
not
delightful to get
here.
some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So,
Everything
tell you
is
what,
buckets.
I'll reset everything, and we'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Okay.
And we'll know that it's all a bucket. But if
Okay.
you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person? All right, here we go.
Ah, okay, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone.
It looks
What could it
different
mean?
again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble,
humble
bucket,
bucket.
a committed bucket, a bucket
Ooh,
of culture,
a bucket of
and
culture and
distinction.
distinction.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be. And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? No, never mind.
Bucket's wrong.
Bucket was wrong.
Okay.
Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the
I
meeting
think that's
room.
everything over there.
And so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
Me and the bucket, we're going down.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually.
Oh,
You see, your friends and I are
it's the
concerned
baby.
for you, Stanley.
And
We've
the
come together
mannequin.
here because we care
And
about you
this-
very much.
And the
It's this
pencil.
bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
An intervention for real. Well, I'm fine. I don't have a problem. Okay? I don't have a problem.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to
ass.
next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Raw ass. Gee. Raw ass.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about. Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
No. No, I'm not giving you my fucking bucket. Why is every single thing like, oh, give me your bucket. Give me your bucket. I don't want to give you my bucket. I want to keep the bucket, okay? Why does this look like a place where
Don't
I put
you
a
get
bucket?
it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
No.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a
I found
wonderful
new-
new
I found
addition to the
another
rich
door.
lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you.
I
Go
kind
ahead
of
now,
got
Stanley.
stuck.
Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I think I'm stuck. I don't think there's a way back. Yeah. Narrator. I'm too good at getting on top of things. Narrator, if you're not gonna let me through this door, I like... Never destroy the book. No, but like legitimately, I think first of all, that's broken. Second, I can't even go up there and have like a moment. And there's nowhere to, like, I'm trying to jump off. And I can't open this door. So, I may be stuck. I, like, might have to restart of my own volition. Like, cause I just legitimately think I don't think there's anywhere for me to go. Like, I can't get on here from here. Usually if you go around, like... Like, I think we're gonna have to come back to this. Because, like... Unless anyone sees anything else I can do, because I think I'm stuck. I, like, just can't, like... I trap myself in the Stanley Parable. I trapped myself. You know, if I could just jump, you know, if you gave me the jump button... So we've made some choices. But that's fine.
How wonderful. Stanley was alone. Finally. This is great, he thought to himself. This is what I... the embrace of an old friend. A weathered companionship that stands the test of time.
Alright, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his... This was not the correct
we are
way
on
to
a
the
mission,
meeting room.
folks, and the
But
mission is to
Stanley had
figure
felt
out
the bucket
what
calling
the
to
button
him,
destroying
telling
machine
him that
thing
the
is.
employee lounge was simply the place
I think maybe you're meant to be able to kill yourself there rather
turned
than
out to be correct?
destroy the bucket.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door
My
on his
eye's
left
itchy, but I
to
want to
back,
go.
and so the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find this place eventually. You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before.
I like the bucket.
Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it.
I like the bucket.
Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
Let's go. Zoom.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
2 seconds of music
Don't you
'cause I'm
remember
just
all those
zooming.
great jokes from the original dialogue?
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up. Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
There's gotta be like a button.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits.
Right.
What other object in this game can you even say that about? The broom closet?
Yeah.
Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after
I want
this.
a shirt that has the bucket on
Okay,
it.
the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to
Is it
hurry
gonna
and
blow
feed
up?
it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Whoa. Did we send it to heaven?
The Bucket Destroyer, my prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here,
It is so
you
dramatic.
were magnificent.
I'm loving it. Okay, that was fun.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better...
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was
The
not
fucking
directly
Halo-esque
to the
dramatic
meeting
music.
room,
We're
but Stanley
real.
had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge
We are
was simply
with
the place to
determination
be.
getting through
And
every
here
fucking
it was.
ending.
Had the bucket
right
turned
now.
out to be correct?
I am determined.
Never mind.
I'm not that
The
determined,
bucket was
actually. I'm
wrong.
kind of hungry. But
Stanley took the door on his left to
I'm
go
a little
back, and so the
determined.
two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
oh, that didn't actually do anything, did it? Okay, I guess we have to go downstairs then, right? Downstairs with the...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Ooh! Another
Another miniature
collectible!
Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands? Stanley figs.
Oh, we know all
what
about stands here,
Stanlerines?
don't we?
Yes, I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
Stanlerine. I love them. Loving the red light vibe here as well. Super fun and fresh.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss,
This
admitting
section
he had
contains
left
themes
his
of
post
mental
during
illness,
work hours.
okay?
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive
Mini
economy,
stands.
why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked the bucket.
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all. That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket.
That sounds like a drag
It's just a normal,
performer.
everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket? This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this.
bucket.
Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket. And indeed, now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. Now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it. Far off in the distance now, he heard it, calling to him.
Stanley! Stanley, it's me, the bucket.
Could it truly be?
Gaga
He rushed
Conja
forward from room to room,
is
passing
the
by
got
one
milk
bucket after the
quote.
next. None of them
Okay,
were his.
got milk
None of them were his
quote.
special bucket.
And I was going off
Come
this
to me,
then
Stanley.
doing a joke. I
Find
was only
me.
He
half
had to
paying
find the
attention
bucket.
to the
He had to
narration,
return
be
to his old
honest.
friend. It was the only way to truly
I
restore
was
his
really
sanity. And then suddenly,
overwhelmed by
he froze
the...
dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from. The real bucket was inside of him all
Sorry,
along.
what?
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out.
I don't know if I would consider that having... I don't know
This
if
is the
themes
story
of
a
mental
woman
illness
named Mariella.
was the, like, best. I guess,
Mariella
I mean,
woke
it's
up on a day like any
but,
other.
like,
She arose,
interesting.
got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort
Mariella
and
has a
security,
bucket this
and walked to her
time.
place
Oh
of
my
work.
god.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the
This
body
is,
of a
like,
man
literally
who had
exactly
stumbled
the
through
same-
town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. Right away, she knew what the problem was. This man had no bucket. Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket
The
with
bucket
him.
joke is just
Perhaps
getting
he
more
didn't
and
even
more
realize
meta
he'd
and
forgotten his
confusing,
bucket
I'm
at
not
home in
gonna
the
lie.
first place. How
Oh, it's a
cruel
drag
the
term,
world
not
can
in the
be.
narration. I
And she
really
hugged
don't
her
know
own bucket
anything.
even
Sorry,
tighter.
I have no idea what's
Of
going
course,
on.
She had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
This
which
is
her
literally the
bucket would
exact same
provide
ending
absolute guidance and
as,
total
like,
clarity on
previous,
everything.
but with the
Heck, yes,
bucket.
she thought to herself, my life kicks ass. And
Well,
she
she's happier,
backflipped
though.
all the way to work.
Yeah, she didn't backflip originally, to be clear. The bucket did that. Well, okay, so I kind of feel like that might be everything that I, like, know of off the top of my head. Like, in terms of endings with the bucket. There's one where there's, like, a window you can go out of. Somewhere, I think. But you have the bucket this time. Is there another thing I can do,
When
like, without
Stanley
the
came
bucket?
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
That was a lot of things. It was a lot of things. I haven't gotten all the collectibles.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't want to do the regular version of that. I don't know if...
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines, and now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic sense of
You do the
happiness
thing where you
that
stand
you
in
get
the
from
broom
seeing a
closet
small
forever.
number in the
Oh, I
corner
should
of
get
your
the bucket
screen
and
go
take
up
it
by
to the
one?
broom
Let me
closet
sit
because
on
it did want it
I'm
and I
sure it
didn't
will
give
come
it
to
to
me.
it. So we could try that as well. Ooh. Business strategy. They're holding a gun up to a panda. I don't like that. Okay, I forgot about this one. I wonder if the bucket would change this. Okay, well, okay, so that didn't do much for us. Okay, so we have to do one of the endings again, I guess.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
I think that might be
what he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Okay, let's do the bucket in the broom closet. And then maybe we'll be done for today. And I'll look it up and see if there's anything that I missed.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Not everyone is so lucky to have a bucket, but Stanley is a very lucky fellow. Very lucky indeed.
I am.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I think this is the way to it. Yes.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket. I can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket. I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over. Oh, no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I never. Go on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Fuck you.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Oh.
Now it's settled. No more debate,
my.
no more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet, with all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things. All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Okay.
You see? I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, ah, it's a bucket. There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker.
That is true. Okay. What's gonna happen?
What? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I also love, yes, we do love stickers. Stickers are so fun. Is there an ending? Is there an ending this way? Not sure if there's another ending this way. I think it might just be... I think maybe we can be... Oh.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Oh, thanks, Ash. I mean, I've got stickers on my bucket now. So that's kind of cool. I'm loving the stickers, really. Honestly, I'm vibing with the name Stanley a lot more right now. I think Stanley could be a beautiful name for a baby girl. You know? I would name a girl Stanley. Not a boy though, that's boring as hell. Ow. Oh, I can't go back. Right, of course. Classic. Yes, good, good. I mean... we just loiter in the stairwell forever as well. I don't know, that whole broom closet, I like the stickers. I do like the stickers. Broom closet, little bit underwhelming when it was an ending before and now it's not. Just saying. A little bit underwhelming. Oh my. Far outside my house. I also don't know where that window was that you can get out of. Oh. I just suddenly started getting achievements. I got the achievement you can't jump. Did Steam just open, or did I just genuinely not get any achievements before that? I also got an achievement for getting my first achievement. What? Should I not have been getting... should I not have at least gotten one other achievement during that time? Maybe they're delayed. I think if you stick around longer, you might get a new ending, but IDK, oh, maybe your Steam updated, maybe. Yeah. Darn. Okay, well, I mean, I can go back and try it. Or, I don't know, maybe I should look up a guide to make sure I get all the endings now. Stanley Parable. Ultra Deluxe Guide. Achievement guide. How to find all endings. Let's try how to find all endings. Okay, okay, so the original content guy endings, that's boring. I don't think I got all of them I definitely didn't get all of them this time, but that's okay. Oh, there is an awaiting input ending. I didn't know that. Okay, oh, I forgot about the baby clicker ending. There's an ending where when you get to the baby clicker, if you press the button for 4 hours straight, you get an ending. That's awful. Holy cow. Okay, the new ones. Oh, you gotta get all the collectibles for one of them. In the warehouse, drop down to the left of the cargo lift and cross the wooden beams. I don't know where the warehouse is. Wait, you can, if you unlock the elevator to the mind control facility and you go down, you go back up again and then down again and then up again and then down again and then up again. That is very funny. That's so funny. This game is so weird. Let's try that one. I think it's the doing this one.
Manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire but Stanley guessed the correct code.
I don't know if the bucket makes a difference or not, but...
Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Okay, we're gonna do this one. I feel like like I must have known about this at some point because it does have
Wait,
like an
Stanley
up
said
arrow.
to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3. I want to go back so I can try pressing the number 3 again. The bucket said nothing.
Try pressing the number 3.
Here we are, said Stanley. Now I'm going to try out that number 3 button. He took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3 over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life. Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket. How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3, he got back in the elevator. Perhaps the bucket had missed something. Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got from slamming the number 3 repeatedly.
This is such an interesting ending to have to do. Maybe with the bucket, it's like...
A hint of regret nagged in the back of Stanley's mind. Should he demonstrate the number 3 for the bucket again?
Maybe when you have the bucket, it doesn't do it.
Said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket, and the bucket said nothing.
I think this ending requires a lot of patience. I'm not sure this is the best ending for me. Someone with not that much patience. Please let me press it again. Fricks. Gosh darn it.
Here we go, said Stanley. This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument, weaving a concerto of truth and passion. He wielded the number 3 like a fine artist would wield a paintbrush. He told stories through the number 3, stories of his dreams and hopes and fears. And the whole time, he looked to his bucket for a reaction of some kind. Anything to let him know that the bucket appreciated what he was doing. The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
This is wild.
And silence. Crushed by a wave of dejection, Stanley returned to the elevator. Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's? The question caused Stanley to ruminate the whole way down the elevator. He knew that there must be a way to get through to the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
There's gotta be. Yeah, no, there definitely is. There's gotta be a solution, dude. Wild shit. Yeah, okay, it stopped talking now, so maybe we're gonna get to the new area. Oh no, never mind. We still have the saga of the number 3.
I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
Okay.
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference.
A press
where
conference?
he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3.
But this was called the Stanley is Famous ending,
He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him, and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley's. And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Whoa, look!
For months, he advertised and marketed his press conference, building excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it, until it couldn't be refined a single measure further.
Ooh.
When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
An evening with world peace, baby. Stanley Parable's Stanley tonight, live on stage. Stanley, the man, the process, the myth, the legend, the parable. Oh my gosh, we're famous. 3.
This was it. One last chance to win the bucket over. One opportunity to share a true connection with a loved one.
Right, got this. We're gonna do great. Take a deep breath.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak, to listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over. He was unloved, uninteresting, he was a failure, and in that moment Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously. There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit.
Unlimited games or no games
that consume the
but
space
no games
between friends. And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
This is just like Tick Tick Boom. Unlimited games. Hell yeah. Always unlimited games. But no games. Oh wow, this has been fun. This has been fun. It is, I love the game. I love the game so much. But I am tired now, and I think I need to end. I think I need to end stream. I think I need to end stream. Thanks so much for hanging out. It was great. I want to look up some more of the ending too, but have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna try to rest. Check out my YouTube channel if you haven't. All right, bye. 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 Bye.